Hey guys, it's Mandy. Welcome back to my channel. So tonight I am going to be doing a blanket reveal of my dream baby. Now a few videos ago I showed you guys a haul that I had gotten from Amazon. And it was a haul of these. My cats are meowing in the background. It was a haul of these cute little rompers that I had gotten from Amazon. And I told you guys that I was super excited for a baby that was on the way, and that this baby was a memorial baby for me. And I explained that it wasn't a baby that I had lost, and before you guys get sad, as far as I know, this baby is still alive somewhere. She'd probably be about 20 years old now. But I'll tell you this story. But it was a baby that I loved and cared for, and that I never got to see again after she was pretty much removed from my life. So, background story. I'll be quick about this because it's sad and I don't want to get emotional. When I was 19, I was in college, and I was working on a degree in early childhood education, and part of my coursework was to do volunteering, and I was volunteering at a shelter that helped women that were single mothers, or that were mothers that were coming from abuse situations, and also mothers that were incarcerated but still had access to their children. They did kind of like a wide variety of assistance to the young mothers. And while I was there, there was a young woman who was incarcerated, and she had a baby girl named Sarah Olivia. And this young mother, I'm going to try not to be too judgmental, but this young mother had very little interest in her baby. She was able to stay out of an actual prison if she was able to maintain custody of her daughter and live with her daughter in a housing unit that was for incarcerated mothers. But she had very little interest in her daughter other than a means to stay out of prison. And she would say as much. She was very honest about it. But she had a daughter named Sarah Olivia, and Sarah Olivia was starved for affection. This poor little baby she was ignored largely by her mother. And so whenever her mom would come for her sessions, for her counseling sessions, someone would have to watch Sarah, and I would watch her. And I would feed her, I would change her, sometimes I bathed her when she was filthy. I would hold her for the entire time that her mother was in there getting her counseling. And I loved her. I formed a bond with that baby. She was about 6 months old, and whenever she'd be brought in, her eyes would just light up, and when she would see me, and I would hold her that whole time, and I loved her, and I wanted her. And her mom was in the process of losing custody of her. And I was 19, I was living at home. I I had a part-time job and I was a full-time college student, I would have never ever been considered as an adoptive prospect for her. So when she did lose Sarah Olivia, we just heard about it one day and I never saw Sarah again. And it was really painful because I had almost come to think of that little girl as my little girl, and I always wondered if she was safe, if she was warm or being loved. We did find out later through one of our social workers for this organization that she was adopted by a nice family. And she had a home. So I'm 40 now. So Sarah would probably be about 21 years old. I have no idea, of anything about her, but I saw this baby, and this baby looks exactly like Sarah. And I wanted this particular baby desperately. This baby is by an artist, and her babies sell super fast. And by some miracle, this baby did not get sold. She was up for sale for about 3 days and did not get sold. And I just kept looking at her, and I was telling my husband how bad I wanted her, and I told some of my friends in the reborn community that there was a baby that I really wanted, and I wasn't sure how I was going to be able to get her. Well, she's here. So, yes, this is a memorial baby for Sarah Olivia. I am going to name this little girl Sarah. She's a very, very special baby. She's a very special sculpt. So, sorry for the long story, guys. So, let me show you what she came with. My little Odin is in the background just wailing his head off. She came with a little pacifier. And she didn't come with this. This is mine. It's homemade. It's really super pretty. She came with kind of like just a basic little baby blanket that you could get at the dollar store or Walmart, which I use those to kind of store things in. And she is made by Deborah Miller of Always Precious and Tiny Reborns. Let's see if I can focus on that. She is on reborns.com. But it's Always Precious and Tiny Reborns. The light in here isn't so good tonight, so it's hard to focus. She came with a care sheet, and she did come with a COA, which I'll show you here in a moment. Okay, so we will look at her feet. She is so chubby. She is an older baby. She's probably about, I think this kit is maybe supposed to be like a 3 or 4 month old baby. She is so chubby, and her skin feels so incredibly realistic. Let's take her little booties off. Look at her little feet. They're amazing. I know a couple people who have Deborah Miller's babies. My friend Anne, I think, has 2 of her babies, maybe even 3. The skin is very, very realistic feeling. I've actually never felt skin like this on a reborn. It's amazing. She's really well modeled. Sorry, the light in here is just not good. Let me turn my flash on. Let's see if I can turn my flash on. I don't think I can. That's okay. Anyway, let's move this out of the way. Get her other little sock off. Of course, some of you probably already know who this sculpt is. She is beautiful. Look at the modeling. She's gorgeous. And this dress she came in is so pretty. Let's see. Get her little hands. Look at her little hands, guys. They're amazing. She looks and feels so real. Let me see. I've got her little hand up by her head. Let me pull that other hand down. There we go. Look at her fat, precious little fingers. Okay. Look at her. Isn't she beautiful? She is so pretty. She's so pretty. And she is so lifelike. Just every detail on her is amazing. I love her little ears. Her little ears are just almost kind of like elfin. So she is the Nino sculpt by Vincentia Care, I believe is the sculptor's name. And she is a baby that has achondroplasia. And little Sarah was born with achondroplasia. And I hope I'm saying that right. And achondroplasia is a form of dwarfism. I think it's the most common form of dwarfism. There's a lot of forms of it, but this is the most common. And when I say that this baby looks exactly like Sarah, I mean, oh my gosh, down to even the details. I have since I've seen her, I have looked up other Nino sculpts, and I think they're all absolutely beautiful. You don't see very many as girls, but all of them look really different, but none of them have looked like Sarah like this baby did. So I just fell in love. Her detailing is just absolutely incredible. Her blushing, her veining, just the shading, just every bit of her is just, I showed her to my husband, and he was also just amazed by how lifelike she is. I really feel like I have a living, breathing baby in front of me. She's got a beautifully painted head. She weighs about 7 pounds. She's got a cloth body and full vinyl limbs. This outfit she's wearing is just beautiful. I've actually already put a onesie on her. I decided that this really adorable little onesie that I have that says Little Princess Big Dreams was perfect for her. Let me show you the detailing on the back of this outfit. You have to see her little booty. Okay. So, let me get her turned around here. It's tough to do this one-handed. Look at her little butt. Look at her little tiny ruffled booty. Look at her feet. She's just... Okay, I don't like having her face down like this. That's bothering me. Let me turn her back around. Let me get her... So, there we are. Together. So, I love her. I absolutely 100% love her so much. She is my dream baby. So, yeah. So, it's like I finally get the chance to take care and love on little Sarah as much as I want to. So, that's my dream baby, guys. So I will see you guys later. So until then, take care of each other, and we will see you next time. Bye bye.